This is what you've been seeing them in movies. Black suit and dark sunglasses, men in black, erasing memories and chasing aliens through city streets. But what if they weren't fictions? What if the men in black existed and they weren't the heroes that we thought they were? Over the last few decades, the United States has been reporting weird encounters of flying saucers, but of men, silent and in black, that come unannounced when one sees a UFO. They don't smile. They don't ask nicely. They warn. Harold Dahl was out with his son and dog in 1952 on his boat near Maury Island in Washington State. He saw something he couldn't understand. In the sky there were 6 donut-shaped metallic objects that were hovering. One appeared to be unstable as it violently shook before pouring molten fragments on the boat. His son was injured. His dog was killed. Shaken, Dahl told his supervisor. On the next day, a black car stopped in front of his house. A man emerged out from a black suit. He knew things that he should not know about Harold, what happened on boat, who Harold spoke to, and even he had for breakfast. The man told him not to talk about the incident. Speaking people, he said, sometimes regret. Harold was terrified. He later recanted his story and said it was a hoax. However, many people believe he was obliged to say that in order to hide the truth. And those were just the beginning. In the 60s, the reports of men in black increased. Those who saw the lights in the sky or unusual craft reported it that unmarked cars followed them. They got phone calls with no voice at the other end, only breathing. And then the visitors. Consider Jack Robinson, a man doing UFO research in New Jersey. He and his wife Mary started to notice that there is a man who stands opposite their apartment. Every morning he was there. Black suit, black hat, sunglasses. He never moved, just watched. On one day, Mary took a picture with him. Their apartment on that night had been burglarized. No thievery, but their work was rifled through, opened, shaken about. But these weren't ordinary men. People claimed they appeared to be emotionless, robotic, as pale as paper. One of the women said her visitor was without eyebrows, had no facial hair, and walked like a puppet on strings. Others said that their voices sounded flat and mechanical, like they were mimicking the human voice, but just a bit wrong. Others said that they didn't blink. One said a MIB asked for a glass of water and then stood off perplexed while he tried to drink as if he did not know how. What were they? In 1976, a doctor in Maine claimed to have seen a bright object flying above his car in nighttime. Days after, 2 men in black came to his clinic. They did not inquire anything about medicine, but about what he witnessed that night. They said that it would be more convenient for his reputation and security if he simply forgot all about it. Then they went away, going almost as fast as they had come. As it went over and over, witnesses were silenced. Some scholars, such as Albert Bender, in the 1950s, even closed on their studies when they purchased a visit from MIB. Bender said that he was visited by 3 dark figures who spoke telepathically. He claimed that he was gravely ill after their appearance and gave up his research completely. The years went by, and even more stories emerged, but the pattern remained unchanged. A strange light up in the sky, a frightened witness, and before too long, the knock at the door. Who are they? Others claim they belong to a secret government organization, something like the CIA, only more so. Others say they are extraterrestrials in disguise, and they were sent to eliminate the knowledge on extraterrestrial contact. Some think they are something wholly different, interdimensional monitors of the veil between this reality and another. Even the FBI got involved. A memo written in the 1950s cautioned of imposters who would pretend to be government agents and terrorize UFO witnesses. However, the file could provide no account of their identity, and the sightings happened long afterwards. What is alarming is such consistency of such experiences, various people in different decades, in different states, all giving accounts of nearly the same visitors, the black suits, the silent cars, the strange behavior, the threats. Okay, so next time you see something weird in the sky and have that urge to say something to someone, just think twice. If a black car parks up round the corner, if a pale man in a stiff suit knocks on your door, will you answer? Or you will pretend that you never saw anything? Because there is one truth that remains on all accounts. The men in black does not request that you forget. They make sure you do.